everybody, it's Angel from Halo Inspirations. We give you inspirations to help you spread beauty and joy through your quilting journey. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, whoop whoop. Yes, this is the Cherub Chit Chat. You know, it's a time for us all within the Halo community to connect and to talk and to share some progress and some work. Whether you have it finished or not, if you want to send them to me, this is a good time because I will definitely share. I do have somebody who has shared something, so we'll get to that later. But happy Wednesday, happy hump day, whoop whoop. So glad y'all are here. I do see Dawn over on Facebook. I'm looking to see, I don't see any of our chat coming through. I'm going to try. We're on a new platform, guys. I want to let you know that we are working through a new chat, a new platform, and it should be flooding in, but I don't see it. I'm going to try something real quick. Remember, I'm still learning. Okay. So if you're on YouTube or Facebook, go ahead and put a comment. And let's see if it floods into that. Oh no, what is that? No, there you go. If it floods into that little box over there, I have to do backwards. It's really over here for me, but I'm on a camera, right? So it's over there. I want to see if, nope, it's not flooding through. Okay. I do see Sherry. Hello, Sherry. Glad to see you here. Yeah, we don't see it anywhere, do we? This is going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm going to have to figure that out. We will, I mean, that's where the chat box should be coming through, and there should be no reason why it's not. Obviously, I did something wrong, right? Yeah. So I'm going to close it out. Actually, let me just do that. Oh, it is there. Do you see that, guys? Hold on. All right. Hold on. Look, it's there. It is there. Can y'all see that? Yeah, I did. I got Michael in my ear because we are messing with a new platform and I want to make sure it's flooding through. The only thing that's not, oh yes, thank you, Sherry. It'll take a little time for it to pop up, I'm sure. But this is what we're dealing with. It's a new platform. We're trying to get this under control. The only thing I don't see is that Facebook is actually flooding in. Sad face, just so you know. Oh my gosh. Dawn says, oh my gosh. And then Dawn did testing 1, 2, 3 over on Facebook. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I'm glad we're looking at this. And what's interesting is there's more there. Okay, I'm glad y'all are working. Please bear with this. This is a lot of things are going to change throughout time because we're working with a new platform. We're trying to learn what you see, how it works, and we're trying to make this fluid. I will definitely be working on Facebook coming in because we pay for it. And the interesting thing is we only have so many. And of course, I'll be watching the replay to see if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Or is that really tiny? Yep, thank you, Dawn, or Sherry. Oh, Sherry says, Dawn, come over to the YouTube side. Worst case scenario, we will have to do that. Or just know that if you're in Facebook, I'll be able to reply to you and make sure that people know what you said. Yeah. There's nothing, Michael. Okay. So, yes. Bear with us. And a lot of this stuff is going to change. Like I said, it will. There's different things. I just wanted for sure to get something where the sound was better. The quality of the video was better. Everything needs to be better because your experience needs to be better. So, oh, uh, Mayhem over on Facebook, he's logged in as Halo, and he was like, Facebook question mark? Yeah, it's not working. It's very tiny. Very good. Okay, I'm going to do something really quick. I want to see what this looks like. Oh my gosh. Y'all might be like, that's too big. Okay. So I turned it up a little bit. I turned the font size up. Oh, there's another thing I need to do. This is a lot of fun. Y'all are so awesome. I just really appreciate you. So thank you, Sherry, for telling me that it's very tiny. So if you want to say hello or whatever, copy and paste something you already said. Magical times. That's a little too big. Well, I don't know. Do y'all like that? And of course I can make the box bigger so it'll stretch a little bit, but we got things to talk about today. I will tell you that. I'm just waiting to see if y'all like that font size, because this is for you. It's not for me. It's for you. It's very important. I think I need to turn the font down just a little. Not at this time. My son just asked me, my tech guy just asked me if I can lengthen it. I can make that box bigger and make things so they... Okay. Sherry, when I reset stuff, you're not going to see stuff. How about that? You said it is on a delay. Absolutely, it's on a delay. It always is. When you do lives like this, it's always on a delay. So it's always about trying to figure out how it works and what it is. I'm so glad, Sherry, that you're doing this. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much. Because we want this to be right. Super slow, it takes a gap. It does. It does. You're experiencing what I experience when I'm watching YouTube. You are actually experiencing what I do, or any live video. So when I, am in Creative Kingdom and we do our lives on Saturdays. Oh, font looks great. Okay, good. This is what I experience, and this is why there's always, like, sometimes y'all say something and I can't remember what you said, because there is a delay. There is it's a normal thing because we're stretching across time. Y'all are in 80,000 different places of the world, and it's important that I'm screaming because I can't hear myself. Okay, so, while we let my son do his thing and my tech guy, I can't wait till we're in the same place. And we're working on it, and I can't wait to share. I'm going to tell y'all, while we're sitting here and before we really get started, hello, Miss Belle. Miss Belle's over on Facebook, everybody, our favorite Southern Belle. And she says, hello, Angel and everyone. So, yeah, absolutely. Hello, Miss Belle. So glad to see you. Glad you're here. We're still working out, trying to get Facebook and YouTube to merge. I don't know why it's not. We're still working on this. But at any rate, before I get started, I'm going to tell y'all. Okay, so I live in Virginia. Y'all know that. And I kind of live in a rural area. So my particular place that we do business, it is our home currently. And we have a fireplace over here, over there. You can't see that. But then we have this way. We have what do you call that? A wood stove over on this side. And it's actually in the basement, which is a godsend. I mean, both of those are a blessing to have, because if the heat goes out during the winter or something happens, we can deal with it, honestly. Well, our stove is not able to be used, and we had we did have a hurricane that year, but we had an earthquake, and oh my gosh, y'all, I actually lived in Washington State at one point in our lives, because I am military. I did have a period of time when we lived there. My son actually lived there too, Mayhem. He actually lived there too at that time period. And we experienced earthquakes, but I will say that this earthquake was really, really different that we had in 2012, because we were 40 miles from the epicenter. And so what happened in the big scheme of things is it actually destroyed our chimney for the liner and everything like that. It actually cracked it and did different things like that. So I can't use at this point. Now we will, because we're planning on selling this home so we can move to Kansas City. But it was a really big deal. And so I have a stove, I have a chimney, and we don't have a cap on it. Listen, let me tell you what happened. My husband recently went in there. There was a bird in there, and I saw the bird, and I was like, oh my gosh, Eric, you need to get this bird out of our stove. So he went in there. Oh no, it wasn't just one bird. It was two birds. No, cancel that. It was three birds. Two were alive, one was dead, and we also had a dead squirrel. It was horrible. And a bunch of other stuff like skinks and bugs and oh my gosh. It was like a whole nightmare. Oh, okay. Everything is coming through YouTube, Michael. Do you see that? Okay. Yeah. So I want to ask y'all before I keep continuing, how do you like, I don't think I like that font, personally. I'm going to do one more change, guys. I'm just not feeling it. Correct. All right, so y'all aren't going to see anything for a little bit because I reset. I just personally don't like it. Okay. All right, so let's talk about Cherub Chit Chat, right? I said we got a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of new stuff. I want to open up with a question for you guys. Okay, so there are a lot of, we call them quilting debates. There are so many. And in Halo, there are no quilting police. We welcome every aspect of what we're doing and what you're doing. It is what it is. And we all have our own method of madness. That's what I call it. A method of madness. Because it's true. So the first question I want to ask y'all Do you pre-wash your fabrics or do you not? Just out of curiosity. Oh dear. I'm trying to look at the reset, Michael. Is that okay? Yeah, I did. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where we are in the chat so I can oh, see, I like that. Oh, the box is still too big. Okay. So, do you pre-wash your fabrics when you get them? And sometimes people pre-wash and they don't pre-wash jelly rolls or 2.5-inch squares, or strips, or they don't pre-wash roll-ups or 10-inch square packs or stackers or layer cakes, but they do pre-wash yardage. So just let me know. Just let us all know, because we're all in here. Do you pre-wash your fabric? How funny is this? Who is that? Sherry, you said you don't pre-wash anything. Oh, very good. I don't either. Just so y'all know, okay, so I'll give my own answers to all this. I don't pre-wash either. And I especially do not pre-wash any pre-cuts. Oh, no. But I do not pre-wash my yardage. But it's okay if you do, because there is 18,000 methods to quilting, and there is nothing wrong with what you do as long as it works, right? So, yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so that was the first question. In that we're going to go forward, and I'm going to let people answer as long as they are willing. I have 3 finishes to share with y'all. Okay, so before I reach over there and grab it, I did the poppies on the door hang, which literally, guys, this is to hang on your door, okay? And one of the things I talked about, I'm not very good at satin stitching, but that would have been really cute with a black satin stitching. But I went ahead and gave a free pattern to get that background in there. And this was the door hang. It's very simple, very easy, no big deal. Okay, well, what you don't know is I actually did another one. And this is exactly why I talk about the backdrop and doing satin stitching or something. But this is a little bigger. Now, you can still hang it on your door. And it says, oh my gosh, I always have to reverse. It does say honor and remember. And we have a couple of stars. Now, I will tell you a key to doing any kind of pattern. If you're going to create a pattern and you're going to do something with it. One of the things is odd numbers. Our mind works really good with odd numbers. So to have only 2, oh my gosh, this is so hard. To have only 2 stars was like stressing me out, okay? Because there's not 3. I wanted to put another one over here, but I didn't make the block big enough. And it turned out still okay. It's still okay. But what I want you to notice is all these words, all these letters, they would have done better with I did a zigzag stitch. It would have gone better with a satin stitch and black would have been the bomb. Okay. But you can also just trace these things bigger and put a backdrop on it. Or have a solid background where you don't have all the white and different things, which made it a little confusing. This is why I talked about that with the poppies. Okay. So it runs into the red, right? That's why I talked about it. That's why I gave the pattern like I did, because I knew that it was going to cause problems. So there's an example. This is mine, and it hangs on our door. It hangs on a lot of doors, but it's awesome. I absolutely love it. It just, this needed to have a backdrop. The words needed to have a backdrop, plain and simple. So I wanted to share that with you, but I did get it done. So it is finished. All right. That's my first finish. I will tell you, I'm going to ask another question. And, Dawn, you're over here. Do you pre-wash, Dawn? I got to ask you. Because you are now over on the YouTube. Okay. The second question I want to ask is, okay. And I get a little bit of, no, I'm going to wait for that question. I'm going to do another one. Okay. Here's my second question. Do you starch or do you not? There's no right or wrong answer at all. None at all. But do you starch or not? You're watching the verdict. Oh. And we'll there's going to be more verdict when it's not even when it's going on the hashtag replay. Anyway, so do you starch or not starch? All right, so my answer is I starch yardage. I do not pre-wash, but I do starch. And I have a whole method to my madness. But every piece of yardage gets starched. Just me. Some people do not starch, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. It's a very big quilting debate. Sherry, you do not starch, but was thinking I should try it. If you starch, I do not starch my pre-cut. So the reason is, as fabric gets wet, it shrinks. It's a natural thing. I don't pre-wash for that reason, because it'll shrink. So I don't starch my pre-cuts. But I do starch my fabric, and the reason is because it gives me a cleaner cut. And I encourage everybody, no matter what these answers are, even if you don't pre-wash, you should try it once. Well, let me rephrase that. You should try it twice, because I always tell my kids, and I tell everybody, you should try everything twice. And I have pre-washed fabric. The first time I just threw it in the washer dryer and, did the whole thing. The second time I actually put it in a laundry bag, because there's so many, the fabric tends to go crazy. Oh, I got to go back to Facebook. But it does tend to get crazy. It has like all the little I'm trying to think of the word. What do you call that? When it burns away. That's not the right word. What, y'all got to help me here. What's the word? I don't have anything here. So, the fabric it will fray. And when you wash it, it will fray more. But if you put it in a laundry basket, at least it gives some kind of, or not a laundry basket, but a laundry bag to wash in, like a lingerie, little bag that you put it in, or a net bag or whatever. It will help the fraying. So I've done that too, but it's still not my favorite because I gotta redo it. Okay, so I gotta go back over to Facebook. Cindy says hello or hi y'all, because she's from Houston. Hi to you too. Belle, you do not, I'm gonna guess, pre-wash unless it's flannel. Oh. Cindy does not pre-wash. Okay. And Cindy, do you not pre-wash at all, or is it that you pre-wash your flannels? Now, I know why Miss Bell pre-washes her flannels. So there are a lot of flannels out there. A lot of times they have a higher shrinkage rate to cotton. So if you put them in your quilt, a lot of times they'll shrink more and it'll cause a very big disturbance. But I will tell you, with the flannels anymore, a lot of times they're okay. If you shop at Joann's, y'all got to correct me if you shop at Joann's. It's been a long time since I shopped at Joann's, but I think there's a line called Cozy flannels. For those of you who shop at Joann's, if that's a line, that would be, and if it's something close, let me know what the real name is. That would definitely be the line that doesn't have a lot of shrinkage. It definitely shrinks really close to cotton, if not at all. But I get it. I do get why you're doing that. Oh no. On Facebook, they all went away. Cindy did say over on Facebook that she pre-washes nothing so far. Yeah, I don't either. And that's why. Dawn, what evaporates? Cozy. Miss Bell over on Facebook says, yes, that's the name, Cozy. That brand, I will tell you, as far as flannel, now I haven't bought any flannel from my vendor who, I get Robert Kaufman and different things like that. I haven't bought any flannel from him, so I can't tell you a shrinkage rate. I probably should look into it, but I haven't done that. So that's the concern with flannel. That's why people will pre-wash flannel and not anything else, is because they're worried about the shrinkage rate. And I get it. I totally do. 100%. So Cindy over on Facebook says she can only like and subscribe on YouTube and she can't comment. Yeah, she's got mega issues on her YouTube. And many people have tried to help her, and for whatever reason, she still cannot make any comments, which is very interesting. One day, Cindy, I'm coming to Houston and we will play together. Not that it's going to fix anything, but we're going to play. All right. So that was the first two questions. The third question I want to ask y'all, and I have a little personal side to this, but are you a scant quarter incher or a full quarter incher? And never mind, laugh out loud. Okay. So I'm going to show you my second finish. And now I don't even remember what my third one is. Oh, I know what my third one is. Okay. So I will tell y'all, we did the double sawtooth square, or double sawtooth mega block. You know, this thing is one giant block for a quilt. Okay. I did get it bound. And this was one of my first quilts that I ever used robotics. So I have a little issue. But I figured it out, so we're all good. But it was like an experiment. If y'all are ever worried about doing any quilting and you think you're going to ruin your quilt, no. You're not going to ruin your quilt. Quilt. Get it done. Don't worry about it. I have a gap here. Yeah, I have a gap. So it's not perfect, but I'm learning how to use robotics, and it is what it is. And I will tell you, I don't know if y'all ever experienced this, but when I was putting on the binding, I saw not a lot, but several threads that weren't buried. So I'm not quite finished, but it's getting done. I'm really excited. That's my second finish. Hello. Yay. Okay, Dawn, you use both. Yes, I do too. Sherry, you use scant. Okay. Your Juki foot is scant. Your Singer is true. Wow, you know what's really interesting about that? Okay, so Dawn actually has the same Singer I do, which is a Quantum Stylus 9960. And most of the time, my machine uses a scant. Most of the time. Every blue moon, I gotta adjust it to be a 1/4 inch instead. So that's where my whole feelings are. I measure, because fabrics do, this is why I said this was kind of a loaded question, because I measure every time I sew how the fabric's working, how the thread is working, how everything that is incorporated is pulling out my 1/4 inch seam so that I get the right block. But some people can just load their machines and just sew, which I think is amazing. Miss Bell over on Facebook says she does both. It just depends on what she's doing, and that's true for me. That's true too. It just really depends on what thread I'm using, and what fabric I'm using. But that I will tell you. A lot of people have been emailing and Facebook messaging me about a 1/4 inch seam and the different tools I use. So next week I'm going to do a short video and just show you my favorite seam gauge and how I use it, and my favorite seam guide. So that's next week's video. You'll get to see how I process it, and I'm going to just pull fabric out of the blue, so I won't know necessarily how it works. I always can guess how it will work, and I always can guess, whether or not I need a 1/4 or a scant, but sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes it's like I'm way off and I have to make adjustments. So we're going to go through that next week in next week's video drop so that y'all get to see that and you can play with your own. Because every machine is different and fabrics are different and threads are different. So but the point is, when you find something that works, no matter what anybody else says, you do you. Please understand that. You do you. Hey there, Tammy. Yep. Belle says, very nice, Angel. And my daughter Tammy is over on Facebook. So, just to give you a heads up. Alright, so Dawn uses both. Sherry uses a scant. And then Sharina just remembered it's Wednesday. I've been making button blocks. Oh. If at any point, Sharina, if you would give me permission to share your blocks, that would be so awesome. They're so super cute. You're doing a really good job. Yeah. What is a button block? So, Sherry, her blocks actually look like, you know, like a button has a circle and then it has holes to put the thread. That's what the blocks look like. It is a super darling. I think she shared it in Creative Kingdom. She may not have. That might be something I saw in another group that we are friendly with, but it's so super cute. I actually think it would go really well with a spool block. So like a button block, a spool block, a button block. I think it'd be darling. It is absolutely cute, and the fabric that she chose is amazing. Goes really well. Okay, the last thing I'm going to share with my finishes. All right. And then I'm going to go to one of the pictures that was sent, and oh my gosh, it's so creative. So I did this sewing machine cover with you guys. I finally got it bound. Okay. It is bound. It is ready to go. And I will tell you, I did it. I finished the binding at about 2:15 today. So I thought it'd get done a lot faster. This is actually easier to bind than a quilt because there's no miter corners. But I wanted to share y'all. I did get a finish done. So I have 3 finishes to share with y'all before I walk into the next. I can't wait to share this. This is so creative. I am so super stoked to show this to y'all. Okay. Miss Bell says over on Facebook, cute sewing machine cover. Thank you. It was fun. Y'all can do it too. Okay. You shared it over at My Creative Corner 3. Okay, yeah. So My Creative Corner 3, Sherry, if you're not aware, Vicki Holloway is a very dear friend of mine, but she's published and a published quilter, and she has her own Facebook group. We've done 3 collaborations together. We did the bookshelf quilt. We did the BF quilt along with Fat Quarter Shop together through Fat Quarter Shop. And then we also did, she actually put together a Christmas cookie rug. And so we did a live together, or not a live, let me rephrase that, a Zoom together where y'all got to watch and listen to her. But she designed one of the cookie rugs last year. And so she's amazing. Absolutely wonderful. So you should check out My Creative Corner 3. That's her Facebook group. And that's where Sharina shared her button block. It's super darling. It really is. It looks just like a button. That's the whole point. Okay. So I do have one thing to share with you guys as far as somebody who shared pictures with me. Okay. I'm trying to think, how am I going to do this? I'm just going to share the first picture. The first picture won't necessarily do justice, so I might have to go back and forth. But Sherry actually did a Roman curtain, you know, like you pull the string up and it folds. Those are your Roman curtain. And she did one with a cathedral window. I'm not even kidding. Okay, so I'm going to, before I do that, I need to move over. All right, here we go. So this is the first picture, and you can see, oh y'all, we're getting the my mouse so you all can see it. It's coming soon. So yeah, you can see how it's a Roman shade, and she lifted that up, and you can see out the window, which actually is a beautiful window and a gorgeous backdrop outside her window. But if you look at that shade, it's a cathedral window, guys. This was all on her own, in her own thinking. I love how creative this is. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to open this one. There is the shade. I mean, hello. This is awesome. So she shared it, and then she told me that it was a pattern from Angela Walters as the Midnight Quilter. So, you know, the Midnight Quilt Show that she doesn't do anymore. It was a free pattern from there. And she used Lori Holt, the center of the cathedral windows are Lori Holt's B plaids line, but she used 5-inch square packs. Now, I am actually familiar with Angela Walters' pattern. If you go out and you go to the Midnight Quilter Show and you try to pull it, the link is broke. I don't know if there's a way to get it for free anymore. If anybody's interested, just let me know, because I can look into that. But it's a different, I've done a cathedral window, and it's a different method. And it's completely 100% different than typical hand stitching cathedral windows, and it's really kind of cool. So she took that pattern, and it's for a pillow, and it is, the pattern is for a pillow. I think it's a 20-inch pillow is what she did in that video, and for that pattern. But this is a Roman shade. I mean, that is, I am so inspired. I don't know about y'all, but that is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I want to do this so bad. I could even see doing a valance if you had a window that was short. In those B plaids from Lori Holt are really cool, and right now they're doing the Granny Square sew along, and her B plaids are what she's using for that sew along. We do have it in the, oh Michael, you have to help me here. We do have it in the shop. I want to say we have 5-inch squares, 10-inch squares, and fat quarters, but I don't promise you that. I'm going to ask Michael if he can go look. But if you're interested in the B plaids by Lori Holt fabric line, we do have some of it in our shop, and it is darling. It is absolutely darling. But this is amazing. I want to make one of these so bad. Sherry, you did amazing. This is so cool. And she just figured it out. She just said, hey, this is how my Roman shade looks, so I'm going to build this. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, Sherry. If you could comment. Did you just sit there and just say, okay, this is what my Roman shade looks like? I mean, you obviously put together the fabric, and you must have measured your window to know how big the curtain should be. And do I see like a white, I don't know what you use for your background. If you could tell us what you use for your background. Do I see, besides in between the cathedral windows, did you have a background or a border that went around it? And Miss Bell over on Facebook said, beautiful cathedral window shade. It is, isn't it? And then Cindy says, beautiful shade. It is. I mean, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I hope Sherry's still here. Because this is so cool. This is absolutely so cool. Oh, I can see something popping up. She used white muslin because I wanted light to shine through. Oh my gosh, Sherry, you outdid yourself. You really did. She did a background and a border. Okay, so it is a border. I know. Oh, so background and the border are both white muslin. It's beautiful. You did a good job. So this is. I'm looking for. Michael's talking to me here. I'm looking for the Lori Holt B plaids. They're new. Okay, so what do we have? Huh? Fat quarter bundles and 5 and 10-inch stackers? Okay. So we have all the above. Okay. So 5-inch stackers, 10-inch stackers, and the fat quarter bundle. So if you're interested in, I wish I could make this bigger. I can, but then y'all are going to be like, what? Because I don't know. I'm not good at zooming yet. I'm going to figure it out. Don't worry. But that fabric just sparkles in her background with her muslin. It's a beautiful, Sherry. You did an awesome job. I hope people are inspired to see this, because you can take patterns and build things for you. And this is just one really great example. This is beautiful. Sherry, thank you for sharing. Seriously. Thank you for sharing. All right, so I'm going to close this. Hold on. Oh, I do, before I even look at that, I do want to make a comment really quickly. So last week I talked about when people monetize in YouTube, what, they have the commercials and they do get funds from it. So we talked a little bit about that, but what I forgot to mention, and this goes for any YouTuber that you watch, okay? So if you really, really enjoy whoever it is that you're watching and you wish that you could support them a little more than just watching commercials or whatever, right? Subscribing, making comments. The comments don't get monetized, but they help with the algorithm. So, but you can support people by doing that. You can show your support by making sure that you share their channel. You can make comments on their videos. But here is 2 other things I want to tackle. Now, most of us know about super chats, and super chats are during live events. So if you are really enjoying what they're saying, or that you are really appreciative of what their live gives to you, one way to show it during a live is to do a super chat. And there should be a button in the YouTube that on the bottom of when you're screening that you could see the word super chat. If you click on that, you can actually put forth money to them. But one of the things that's really new, and I didn't share this last week, and I think I need to, and like I said, it goes for every YouTuber that you watch who monetize and turns it on. There is something now called a super thanks. And what that button does, it's not during a live, it's when they drop a video and you're watching the video. In the bottom, underneath the video, there's like a line of stuff. There's a pair of scissors, and I think there might be comment button. I forget all the buttons, but one of them should say super thanks. This is new to YouTube, and what it is, when you're watching a pre-recorded video or live that happened and now it's a video so you can re-watch it, so all that incorporated, so it's pre-recorded no matter which way you go. That super thanks is another way for you to donate or send a any kind of value of money that you choose to let those YouTubers know that you appreciate their content, their work and effort, and their help to whatever it is you're looking for. I mean, it could be how to build a kitchen cabinet, right? Whatever it is. If they're monetized and they turn it on, you should see that little button, and you can send any YouTuber a super thanks during a unlive video. And then the super chat is a live video. So I wanted to explain that to you all, and I want to explain again, last but not least, and it'll be a little while before I talk about it again until we buy something. When you watch commercials, I hate commercials, although some of them are funny. Generally, how fast can I skip it? Now, sometimes, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I'm like sewing away in a commercial. I have had a commercial that lasted an hour. Have y'all ever done that? I'm sewing away, and I have a YouTuber up on the screen just to listen, and I'm sewing, and they're just talking, and a commercial comes on, and I am not even kidding you. This commercial, that YouTuber banked so much money on me because I didn't even know it was running. It just ran. It was an over an hour commercial. I was completely unaware. But, and that's okay because I'm watching this YouTuber and I'm using them as company, and so it supported them. But that's what they do. They give support to the people who create content because it's a lot of work. So what we do with that money is that we are using it for the video purposes, for the live purposes, for the video purposes, whether it's lights, camera, action. No, I don't need to be paid for that, but just had to be funny. We might use it. The next thing that we're going to purchase is we use it's called DaVinci 17 Resolve. So if any of y'all are ever interested in editing videos, that's what we use to edit our videos. Not the lives, but the videos themselves that are pre-recorded. And it's a wonderful free platform, but there's extra stuff that you can do that makes life a little bit easier. It's not necessary, but there's things that we want to be able to do that would be incorporated. So that's our next future buy at this point, is that we're going to go on the pro level with that. So once we have enough that comes from y'all watching our commercials, and making sure that we're growing and other people are involved. That's what we're going to do with those funds for the next one. This last one, we bought our tech guy some more RAM, so it was easier for him to function doing different things for his computer. So those things are, and like I said, there'll be more lights, more cameras in the future too. But I just wanted to let you know where that money goes, because you take time to watch the video, number one, and I hope that you gain something out of it. and that you are inspired, or you try something new and you have growth. That's the big premise. That's where we go, is mostly we want you to be inspired and or grow. But in the meantime, there are commercials, so I wanted to let you know what that money is going towards and what we're thinking about doing. Your window is 34 inches by 52 inches, and you used a little over 2 5-inch stacks. Awesome. That's not very many. How much muslin did you use? Because that's actually a very heavy pattern for the cathedral window. There's a lot of fabric that goes into that. All right, Dawn. Glad you stopped by. Thank you, girlie. So I wanted to give you an update on, a lot of times you might be scrolling through a YouTuber and there's a commercial. I'm not just talking about me or Halo as a group. I'm talking about every YouTuber. You might be scrolling through. You might have your favorites, and you have these commercials. They do get a form of funding from that. It's not 100% by any stretch. I mean, YouTube has to make money too, right? So, and then the advertiser has to feel like they got something out of it. But I wanted to let you know, as Halo, what those funds are going to specifically, because I think it's important. You're not sure how much muslin? I have some here on stock. Oh, look at you. That's so awesome. Okay, so that's what that was. Super chats. Okay, so we did that. And the last thing I wanted to share with you guys, well, I have two things. Two things I'm going to share. Last two, and then we'll get going. And first and foremost, every month minus Founders Month, which is May, we do a Halo Hop Down in our shop. Oh no, I have three things to share with you guys. Okay, so Halo Hop Down is something that's on sale for you guys for the month. Eventually, we may do a daily, but currently we're at a month, and this month is anything poppy cotton related. So all the things poppy cotton. Oh, what did I do? I want to say I did 15% off. Could be 20. One of the two. I should have paid attention more closely before I came on live, but it is in, if you go to our website, it is on, there's a tab that says Halo Hop Down. You can see the price and you can see how much it's on sale. So there are 2 bolts of fabric that we have that are poppy cotton. Both of those are on sale. And then we have 2 lines. We have the Chickadoodle Doo, and we have My Heart Belongs to My Farmer, I think it's what it's called. And those have back quarters, 10-inch and 5-inch squares. I don't know if they both have all that because one's older than the other, but you can definitely find some things in there. So I want to let you know what the Halo Hop Down is. Then the second thing I want to share, I'm going to switch cameras. We'll see what happens with this chat box. Oh, it's still there. That's good. Okay, so this is, oh my gosh. Michael, can you put in the chat, what is the name? It's by Benartex. I can tell you that. Hocus Pocus. Spooktacular Gnomes. Never mind, Michael, I got it. Spooktacular Gnomes is the line. And the coloring looks odd. I'm gonna mess with this camera, guys. I want to see if I can get it. Oop, that's too bright. No, it's too dark. This is, It's close. That's probably the closest I can get. Yeah, I like the other one. Okay, this is pretty close, but this particular one, oh Michael, what is it? You should put a link in the chat for this line. All of a sudden, toss gnomes is definitely what it is. Here, I'm going to close just for a second. I'm going to turn off the chat box so you can see the whole thing. Huh? Yeah, go ahead and do both links. This one first. Super cute, guys. These are all gnomes that are dressed up in all kinds of different Halloween costumes. They're ready. And look, this guy. Oh, you can't see him. Here, let me move him over. Look, this guy, he has a little cart. Look, I should have thought of that for my kids when they were trick-or-treating. We could have hauled a cart and you can put all your trick-or-treats in there. But super darling fabric. Oh, this guy's got a little, oh, yeah, he's got a little basket. How cute is that? But they're all dressed up. It's so cute. And there's different candies. Oh, you can't see that. In between them. What is that? It says gnome something. I can't read it, but it's obviously this one right here. It's some kind of candy bar for gnomes. So super cute. So that's the first one. This is the second one. And it's something like something with gnomes. I wish. Oh wait, here we go. Hocus Pocus. I don't know. I can't read it. It's too small. Something with words. Now the purple's a little off in my Lilac Hocus Pocus Words is what Michael says this one is called. So hopefully he gets the links in this chat so you can have them. But it's got all kinds of words. And of course we have the gnomes that are still dressed up. Oh, here it is. Here's this other one. It says Gnomey Bar. So that's a Gnomey bar. But then we've got love. Oh, and these are Gnomies. This is a whole package of Gnomies. Graves Delight is some of the words. Happy Halloween, boo. You got bats in here. Create the scary you want. Oh, full moon. I mean, this is darling. This is absolutely darling. Oh, you put it on YouTube. Can you put it on, on Facebook, Michael? Can you put it on YouTube too? Oh, you did? I don't see it. Okay, so, okay, I'll trust you. So, this is absolutely gorgeous. What I'm hoping is, oh, I don't have that one behind me. Oh, this is a little stick. It says Boo, Haunted House, Trick or Treat, and Witch's Cauldron. So cute. I'm hoping to do something with this, with that panel that I showed you from Jennifer Pugh. So I will definitely be sharing this, but I know we're thinking about Halloween, so I wanted to show you the couple new fabrics along with the 10-inch square pack that we got. It's not the same line. I'm going to be, and I'll share with you guys in the future. I think they work together. I'm going to let you know that. But you can actually look online too and go there. See, Michael, I don't see you on YouTube doing it. But I wanted to share that with you guys. So one last thing. I'm going to come back to the webcam only, just me. Hey. The last thing I wanted to share with you guys. I told y'all in the past, and please comment. I know that some of you in here already follow her, and I'm sure you will totally agree with me with this. I'm going to pull, I think it's pronounced goods. It might be good, but I think it's goods. If you go into YouTube and she doesn't, I don't think, have a Facebook, but I know she does have a Instagram, and on her YouTube channel, underneath her banner, if you go to her actual channel, her banner will be up there, and then on the right side, bottom right of her banner, the top pretty picture, she has her Instagram channel. So you can find her there if you are on Instagram. Now, here's the thing. This girl is intelligent, cute as a button, very positive. In my mind, and I think anybody who follows her will agree, she is what I hope quilters in the future will be like. She's very new to quilting. She has done a lot of foundation paper piecing, but she, in her regular piecing, is still on a learning adventure, but she's very knowledgeable and definitely worth checking out. And she does live chats on her channel, and she does them with this awesome friend named Heather. And Heather actually has designed a few quilts that are so super cute. Between the two of them, y'all got to check her out. And Beth of Good Goods, her name is Beth. She is looking to have 500. She's super new, guys. She's looking to have 500 subscribers, and she's at 426. So go check her out. See if you can find what I don't think you're going to be disappointed. She is so super awesome. And she also has done, I know a number of you follow different people like Tiffany Quilts, So Becca. There's a number of different ones, and she's doing like a series of Meet the Maker. Beth is, and you'll get to actually see them interact, and she talks to them, and you just got to check her out. And I'd love to see her get to yeah, Michael, check out one of our, okay. Sorry, you got to check her out. I think you will feel the same way. I know that a number of you already follow her, but I would love to see her get to 500 subscribers. I don't say that often. There's not a lot of people that you will know. I follow a lot of people, and I think a lot of people are wonderful, and I don't have a negative bone to say about anybody really. But there's just something really special about Beth. And I'd love to see her make her 500. So if you could help her out, that would be awesome. She didn't even know I'm doing this. I'm doing this on my own because I just feel so partial to her for some reason. But go and check her out. If you like what you see, hit subscribe. We can help her get to 500. And if you like what you see and subscribe, please share with your friends. And don't forget to share with your friends about Halo, right? All right. So that's all I really got. And does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions? I will say I did get an email today, and it's awesome. So next week I did tell you we're going to talk about the seam gauge and the seam guides that I use and how to use them. But the following week we actually do have a project, guys. If you are interested in making that, it would be awesome if I could see it and we could share it to the Halo community. Love to share. That's what Cherub Chit Chats are all about, is sharing you. You guys are the inspiration. You guys are super creative, super wonderful, and you spread beauty and joy every day. And it's so important that we get to share what you do. So please, if you do any of the projects, or if you just have something that you want to share them with me either on our email or Facebook Messenger, or what's another way? Instagram. You can do whatever floats your boat that you want to share, and just give me permission to share with the world, and I will definitely do so. So we have a project coming up in 2 weeks, and it's really, I think it's really going to be about what this person emailed about, because I was in the middle of doing a design for something else, but I just felt like this was needed, because I know she's not alone. I know you're not alone. So we're going to go there. So in a couple weeks, get ready for a project, and we will go from there. But anyway, I don't see anything else. So thank you all for stopping by. I know I talked a lot. Where am I at, guys? Oh my gosh, I've been on here over an hour. That's not normal. Anyway, I will definitely see you all next week. See you in Creative Kingdom if you're doing happy hour this Saturday. I love y'all. Thank you for stopping by. And until next time, please just never forget to stop believing, ever. And never stop making your dreams in quilting come true. I love y'all. See y'all soon.